The theme this year is going to be rustic denim in front of a barn. Do we live in the suburbs? Yes. Have we ever been to a barn? No. But I thought it would make perfect sense for a Christmas photo. That's what you're going to wear? I didn't spend $40,000 on a liberal arts education for you to shop at Goodwill. Tuck your shirt in. Put your hand up. Is that seriously his haircut? No, Catherine, your boyfriend can't be in the photo. Y'all been dating 2 weeks. Does he not even own a belt? Why does your elbow go like that? Can we get a scarf for him or something? Cover up that disgusting tattoo. Move your leg in. Move your hand down. Christopher Allen, do you even want to be in this family? This photo is going to your principal. No, Josiah, you can't bring a guitar out here. Mr. A and G chord can't even make the church worship band. You calling that a necklace these days, Chelsea? Looks like you just took the leash off the dog. Oh, for heaven's sakes, Dylan, a tennis racket? Why don't you play a real sport like football, roll tide? Sit down, stand up, act like you love each other. Me and your mother are respected in this community. She's going through that all-natural, no-makeup stage again. Can we at least put her in the back? Lean forward, shoulders turned. I know he's living in Portland, but does he even wash his hair now? Can Vanessa at least cover up her stomach or something? This is going to the church. Move your knee in. Are we missing somebody? Wake her up. She's in the car. Now get together and act like you love each other.
That's not what it's like for your family taking their Christmas photo, is it? It's That Kevin Show.
Somewhere in the city that defines holiday magic is a man who wants a little eggnog with his mistletoe. And that guy would like to carol you. Featuring the musical stylings of Mel Tunney and the Dream in Color Singers. And tonight, with a special focus on ending slavery in our time, Todd Chapman from Christian Solidarity International, Kelsey Bowler from the Independent Women's Forum, and singer-songwriter Michael W. Smith.
Christmas time, ho, 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 jingle all the way.
And now, live from Times Square, where its inhabitants sometimes try to see if penguins can truly ice skate on the grass, here's That Kevin!
No, Dave, that didn't happen in Times Square. There's no grass in Times Square. And people, listen up. Penguins can't skate on grass. They can only skate where skates work. On the ice, in the Muppet Christmas Carol, of course. Anyway, welcome to Hour 2. Let's get to the news. For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Kevin McCullough. On Friday, the White House issued new guidance that requires all federal government employees to use electric vehicles for travel when conducting official government business. Now, on official government business in 2022 looked something like this. More than 2.3 million car travel trips used, 33,000 railroad travel, and 2.8 million flights on dirty coal-burning, oil-burning, fossil fuel-burning airlines. Also on Friday, Fox News reported that one of the president's top aides' spouse just happens to be linked to the group pushing the electric vehicle transition. No word yet on the percent/commission that said aide's spouse will be required to hold for the big guy. Can you imagine John Kerry having to travel on electric airplanes?
I'm John Kerry. I need my big plane.
According to the most well-respected polling organization, the Rasmussen Report, and the Heartland Institute, another well-respected organization, after conducting an in-depth large sample survey where the participants that they surveyed themselves self-reported, found that fully 20% of mail-in votes that were cast in the 2020 election, according to the people that cast them, were cast fraudulently in the president's race that year. Now, with 69% of the votes cast in the entire election total being mail-in ballots, the survey's result then indicates that about 21.5 million ballots were fraudulently cast, according to the people who cast them. When asked his thoughts on the survey, President Biden merely replied, "Do they have mint chocolate chip?" A Turkish member of parliament who literally had a heart attack within seconds of an angry tirade against Israel has died. Moments earlier, he had promised Allah's wrath against the Jewish state and all her supporters. Allah's got nothing on Yahweh. What? Come on, you biblical types get it. After showing contempt for Congress this week, Hunter Biden made an obvious admission. He may need to leave the country if Trump is elected. Good thing for him that Trump's not leading in any of the polls or anything, right? Oh, wait. According to the most recent polls, President Trump is trouncing the GOP primary field in all of the first 4 primary states. He also leads by similar margins in all of the Super Tuesday states the weeks following the first 4. And in the latest poll, he beats Biden head-to-head in all 8 of the swing states as well. Poor Hunter. And finally, as Taylor Swift was named Person of the Year by Time Magazine last week, in a decision that was decided by the editorial board of that legacy publication. Simultaneously, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have achieved acclaim as well. They've been named the biggest losers, not by the editorial board, but by the universe. For Assignment Desk Weekend, I'm Kevin McCullough.
My name is Zabuk, and this is my liberation story. As I crossed the border into South Sudan, I realized something big was changing for me. I don't remember how old I was when I was taken captive, and I'm unsure of how many years I spent in slavery. But I know that it was the longest season of my life. But in November of this year, 2023, that changed when I was able to go home. As a child, I was a Christian in South Sudan. When I became a slave, my master forced me to take a Muslim name and do things simply because I was not one of his own. My days in slavery were incredibly hard, working all day, endless chores, cleaning, cooking, tending to cattle, with almost nothing to eat for myself. All of which paled in comparison to the most traumatic day of my slavery, where, when fetching water from my slave master's family, I was brutally raped by an entire gang of Arab men. As I returned to South Sudan, I am now pregnant, carrying a child of my slave master. But despite that, I harbor no resentment toward my child. My hope for the future is to heal and rebuild and to become a good mother. And someday I would like to find any of my family if they still exist. Thank you for liberating me, and please don't stop until we get them all. My Christian name is Abuk Garam Ani, and that's my liberation story.
Your gift tonight helps the next woman who is like a book find that freedom. And we have those 16 additional names we've added to the list. So grateful for those of you that have helped us liberate all of the ones that you have thus far this year. But with about 35,000 still in slavery, it's never, we can always liberate one more. So the phone number is 888-342-1010, 888-342-1010, or go to bringherhome.org, bringherhome.org. And a thank you to those of you who have helped liberate thus far 201 women and children this year, giving them their freedom for this Christmas. What a joy. Bringherhome.org.
Here we go, that Kevin Show.